Never imagine in a million years any group outside of Arabs and Muslims being allowed to act in Canada as these people have acted for the past 2.5 years. Can you imagine Mexicans on university campuses tearing them up, threatening staff workers? Can you imagine Koreans going out and talking about how they want to annihilate and subjugate an African country? Can you imagine Buddhists going out on the streets every day and talking about how they want to destroy Sikhs? Hell no. What makes Arabs and Muslims so goddamn special that every single day they get to go out with police escorts and destroy our civilization in Canada? It's disgusting, and it rips the woke ideological mask off these people, these woke ideologues who are aligned with these jihadists. No other group, I can tell you with 100% certainty, no other group would be allowed to behave the way that these people have behaved. And the idea that Muslims are some oppressed people that are just fighting for their freedom is so ahistorical and such BS. This is the second largest religion in the world. Arabic is the second most spoken language in the world. The Muslim religion has colonized. They are the colonizers. They have colonized essentially all of Africa. Look what's happening in Nigeria right now. Hundreds of thousands of people slaughtered by Muslim. They have colonized the entirety of the Middle East, and they are attempting to finish the job right now in Israel. The idea that Arabs and Muslims are the oppressed is ridiculous. The 5 richest countries in the world by way of currency are all Arabic countries. Some of the wealthiest people on the entire planet are Muslims. They go around, they have a totally totalitarian religion. I'm sick of hearing about Islamophobia. It's not a race, you morons. When you criticize these Muslim extremists, it's a totalitarian religion. It is not a skin color that I'm criticizing. It is a belief system. Islam, the definition is literally submission. That's Islam defined. That's exactly what it means, and that's what they expect. You look into the laws. You look into how women are treated in these countries. Get the hell out of Canada. We have absolutely no interest in your way of life. You now walk around every single major Canadian city. The number of veiled women nearly outnumbers the number of women who aren't wearing veils. You want to go protest for Palestine? You want to go protest for a society in which if a man is caught sleeping with another man, it's a minimum 10-year prison sentence, and in many cases you wind up thrown off a building. A woman is not allowed to leave her house without a male accompaniment. If you so-called blaspheme against Allah, if you criticize their God in these Muslim majority countries, you are sentenced to death. The Western values, the values that made Canada such a great country, our right to freely express ourselves, our sovereignty, these are the polar opposite. You think that there's free speech? You think that there's freedom of expression in Saudi Arabia, in Iran? Go live with the Iranian National Guard. In Iraq, in Afghanistan? Are you effing kidding me? And the country is the people that are in the country. That's what makes up the country. When you continue to import hundreds of thousands of people into your country from Afghanistan, that radically transforms over time. Think about how radically Canada has transformed in the past 5 years alone. Now play that out for the next 5 years, the next 10 years. Mark Carney wants to allow another 1.5 million people into the country in 2025, including hundreds of thousands from the Middle East. How exactly do you think that this country is going to look like? The extreme depravity that we have seen on our streets over the past 2.5 years, the fake body bags, fake blood on their hands, threatening citizens, it's just going to continue to get worse and worse and worse. You look at Dearborn, Michigan, you look at New York, people chanting for the Intifada. Dearborn, Michigan, they're now having prayer calls 5 times a day, and it is illegal to preach the gospel in Dearborn, Michigan. These people play oppressed. They cry about minority rights when they're 10-20% of the population. Look at it historically. This is always what they do. They're the ones who go around and colonize. They play the victim when they're 10-20% of the population, and then by the time they get up to 30%, your society has radically transformed and it's not going back. We need to. Justin Trudeau, the absolute joke of a prime minister, got rid of deportation and revoking citizenships for people who commit terrorism or are terrorists. An absolute joke. The guy was the worst prime minister in Canada's history. Though Carney's going to compete with him, you can already tell. We need to remove that ridiculous law. And if you are going to go out on our Canadian streets and chant Intifada, death to the West, burn Canadian flags, deport these people. How in any way, shape, or form is Canada being made better in any way? No, it is destroying the fabric of our society. These non-stop protests, non-stop violence on our street for the past 2.5 years, cheerled on by these woke ideological morons who are literally bringing on the destruction of once great Canada. We need to reinstate these terrorism laws. We need to, if you want to go out, you want to burn Canadian flags, you want to chant death to the West, no problem, go for it. Get the fuck out. We need to start deporting extremists off of our streets because it's so clear. Anybody who lives in a major city in Canada, it has never been more apparent that the infrastructure of our society is absolutely crumbling. Downtown Ottawa now, a couple blocks away from the Parliament building, it's non-stop crack smoking. Everywhere you go, it's open crack smoking. There's violent crime. You can tell that the crime rates are up over 100% in the past decade. Our civilization is literally crumbling in front of our eyes, and it's getting cheerled on by the Liberal Party of Canada. We need to bring back laws that say we can deport terrorists. Get rid of these people who hate the West. If you hate the West so much, and this goes for you liberal whack up to, if you hate the West so much and you despise our values and you think that Canada is some sort of an oppressive country, a worldview that makes absolutely no touch with reality, then why don't you leave? All you feminists complaining about Canada, all you woke ideologues, all you gays for Gaza, go live in Saudi Arabia. Go live in Afghanistan. Go live in Iraq. I propose we say as Canadians, we'll pay for your ticket. Go there. You can report back to us. You can let us know how much better those societies are than our open Canadian societies. You try and go wave your trans flag in Iran and let me know how that goes for you. These people are morons. They have absolutely no idea what they're talking about, and they are ultimately going to be the destruction of the West if we do not shut them down and shut them down quick. It's gotten so insane. No other group of people would be allowed to behave how these people have behaved on. I guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that. If you're interested in supporting my movement, hit that like, subscribe, really appreciate it. Join, become a member. Really appreciate everybody becomes a member. These videos take a lot of effort every day, trying to wake as many Canadians up as possible. Grab some gear. I have some really good Fight for Canada gear that helps get the message out. Make a donation. If you're following on TikTok, make sure you're following YouTube, youtube.com/@FightForCanada2025. I know I keep saying I have the Discord server up. I've been really busy. I am going to have the Discord server up really soon because we need to awaken as Canadians and start working together, because I can tell you right now, time is running out.